Hey lasers, it's Wazell. Thanks for listening. Just a heads up, this is the YouTube edited version of the show. This is not the fully envisioned version of the show because of copyright laws. A lot of the music has been removed. So if you want that version, please go to horophilia.com and look for Bananalaser Podcast. Thanks, lasers. Keep on banana-ing. Keep on banana-ing. Thanks.
Previously on Bananalaser.
Help! Somebody help me! Is someone there? Dave?
Wazell! Oh, thank fuck. What are we doing here? Why are we chained to the wall? Hang on. I found a mini cassette player with a note that says play me.
Hello, Daisy and Wazell. I want to play a game. I want you to watch and review the Saw series. If you make it through these movies and give us a good podcast, I will let you live. If you don't, I will leave you here to rot. Let the games begin.
You guys aren't alone in here either.
What the fuck? It's Johnny Krug.
I wake up chained to the wall in what looks like the bathroom from goddamn Train Spotting. But the worst part is I'm here with the douchebag Bananalaser guys.
Look, Johnny, this asshole put us all in here to review the Saw series. Will you review Saw 2 with us, and maybe this prick will let us go?
Hello, Johnny Krug. Here is the key to your lock.
Oh, great. Well, I guess that's that. You two have fun jerking off each other, assholes.
Hey, Johnny, get back here. Help us get out of here.
Yeah, Johnny, what the fuck, man?
Come
Help
on,
us
man.
out,
Shit,
dude.
We're fucking dying over here.
Jesus Christ, man. Get us out of here.
Banana bites. Good night. Feeling so right. Take banana bites.
Dave.
Banana bites.
Dave, shut your asshole.
Oh, sorry, dude. I'm getting delirious over here. And that body over there on the floor. It's getting pretty ripe.
Yeah. I'm starting to think he is better off than us.
I guess this is our life now. Shh. What's that? Hold on, I think someone's coming.
Hey guys! Fuck, I knew the podcast was getting shittier, but downgrading from the lounge to this dump? And why are you chained up? I always figured you guys were having sex, but this is weird.
Alex,
Fucking
what
hey.
the fuck? Get
Help
us the
us.
fuck out of here.
Please.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
What? Fucking locked!
Great. Back to square one. How'd you get in here anyways?
I got a message from you banana buttholes asking me to meet you here.
You know what this is? That fucking shit placenta that put us in here wants us to review Saw 3 with the #1 host of Horophilia.
Good God. Do another show with you guys? Is this what happened to the dead guy? You bored him to death?
Alright, enough fucking bonehead. Let's do this. Fucking laserific, it's out of control.
Banana blast.
What's up, Banana Brains, and welcome to Bananalaser. We are back with our Saw retrospective, and this time we got Saw 3 on the chopping block. My name is Matt, Wazell if you're nasty, and with me, as always, is the guy chained up to the other side of the room, hopefully not masturbating, Dave Z. What the fuck is up, Dave Z?
Yes, I guess this is our life now. Fucking A.
Here we are. Yep,
Yeah.
This is our life now. I mean, we can easily slip these chains off, but yeah, fuck it.
That's all, man. What are you gonna do? We're fucking... Hopefully, we got Mr. Superstar in the building tonight.
Superstar! Yeah, that's right. We got a very special guest tonight, Mr. Alex Edwards of the Skeleton Crew. What is up, sir?
What is up? I'm so glad I'm used to being in chains. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Nice.
It's dank and dark here. I don't know. You guys been doing this for 2 shows down in here?
It's terrible. We can't get out.
Yeah, you can't get the fuck out. Right.
Apparently, all we got to do is create a good podcast for a change, and this fucking asshole let us out of here. So hopefully,
We're never getting out of here.
I don't know, man. You got the #1 show on horrorphilia.com, so I'm thinking maybe this is going to do it. It's going to clinch it.
Right.
I just fiddle with the numbers. We're not really #1.
I knew it. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Alex is the host of the Skeleton Crew on Horrorphilia. And like I said, it's the #1 show there. It's a great show. If you haven't checked it out, please do. They're fucking great. Any other avenues that listeners can find your show, Alex?
Yeah, it's on, and thanks for the words, it's on YouTube, iTunes, theskeletoncrew.net. You could always type in theskeletoncrew.net, and that's always going to lead you to our central place to download the shows. So, yeah, Facebook, we have a group page. Just look us up on Facebook, and we're on Twitter, Skeleton Crew Pod. So,
Yep. Yeah, so, and hopefully the fact that we're talking about Saw 3 will make this a good show because, man, this movie really amped it up, in my opinion. I thought that Saw 2 really elevated stuff. I mean, I thought it was a lesser movie, but they brought in more characters. The traps were bigger, more thought out. The gore was a bit heavier, but in this movie, holy shit. The traps are phenomenal. The gore is fucking super amped up. And it starts right off the bat where we left off last time with fucking Donnie Wahlberg, strapped in the bathroom. He's left for dead by Amanda. This guy, he's chained to the wall just like fucking Adam and the doctor. But he doesn't fucking take no, saw to his foot. He fucking bashes the fuck out of his foot and turns it to a bloody pulp. We're introduced to the fucking cop element of this fucking movie. Back to the police. and so I'm glad that they get this fucking cop shit out of the way. The cop stuff is right at the beginning, and then they get rid of it. Then they just focus on the main storyline. But this opening scene with the cops is done pretty cool. It's kind of like a Boondock Saints, kind of how they did all their fucking action scenes in reverse. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh, yeah.
The cops come in, and it's a fucking bloody mess, and then they piece together what happened to this fucking guy. And this was a pretty cool trap, I thought. He's fucking chained down in this fucking classroom. Every single limb has got a fucking chain on it, and this fucking asshole's got to rip himself free. I don't even know why you would attempt to fucking start doing this. If he's got that one in his mouth.
Yeah,
how the fuck are you going to get that fucking out, dude? You're going to rip your
thinking,
jaw off?
Yeah, that's the central one. So in my opinion, what would go through my mind, honestly, if I was there, would be that's the focus. So maybe I'd free my arms up if I needed them for leverage, but I would focus on getting the main one out, and if I could do that, then I'll start torturing myself before I probably die in 30 seconds. Other than that, I would not go through what he went through, dude, ripping his Achilles heel out and everything else. And the thing about these traps I noticed in all these Saw movies that's kind of weird that I sort of don't like about it is that Jigsaw never gives you any time to, I don't even think, the guy who was cutting his eye out in the second movie, he had a minute to cut his eye out, then search for the key, then try to find a keyhole while he's gushing blood and all that. I think you need a little more than a minute to...
You could have gave him 8 hours to do it.
Yeah,
and
right.
It still would have been fucked up. Oh my God. I only have 30 minutes left. He still would have been working on it.
Right. What's the harm in giving these guys 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 30? I don't get that aspect.
You know why? I know what. I agree with you that's not enough time to accomplish the task. Definitely.
No.
But it has to go that way for the flow of the movie because we're supposed to be experiencing it with them, and it goes a minute, and they make it dramatic, and then they do the chop 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 stuff at the end. I just think they did it for effect. It doesn't work, when guys like us are here analyzing it, about the plot, and then I can see it doesn't make sense, but I think they just did it for the flow of the movie, so we're kind of sucked in, into that trap.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's real time.
It builds tension, really. It's you're already having anxiety. It's with the first movie with the guys in the bathroom. It's all right, it's kind of they got to get out of here in 8 hours or something. I'm cool. I'm cool. But now it's holy shit, this fucking guy's got to get out of here in a minute. He's got to rip his fucking face off. If you you rip your face off, aren't you going to bleed to death if you fucking rip your jaw out? I don't know. Is there a main artery there? Who knows?
I don't know, but Alex, I also agree with that. I would have definitely gone for the one in my mouth first. Of course.
Yeah.
That's
Go
fucking...
there first. If you could do that, you could do anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's when you lose the most blood on top of it, so get it the fuck on. But obviously, we know why they did it, to show the gore. They did it for the effect of it being a movie. Plausibility doesn't have to figure into the equation when they're trying to show us as much gore as possible,
Oh, no, I'm just saying if I was there.
Right.
But yeah, I know. For the movie, it was awesome. I loved, oh man, how about when like he's tearing it, like the skin pulls for like an inch out. It's like, oh my God, I would faint.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. And really, this trap, I mean, we're talking about how the fuck would you do it, but we find out later that Amanda set this shit up. She makes these unwinnable traps. They discover that the door was welded shut. They couldn't even, he wouldn't even been able to get out. She had a nail bomb to go off set there, so he would have died regardless. So it's a lot of work. She put a lot of work into just killing this guy. Isn't that fucked up?
She's a junkie engineer. What are you going to do?
Oh, man. Amanda is one crazy bitch. I don't know why Jigsaw, as smart as he is, keeps this fucking bitch around, because she is nuts.
Right? Yeah, it's just because she passed the test. She's the only one that passed. He had nothing else to work with. He's like, well, what the fuck? This is the best I got. Someone's got to carry on my work.
Waffle Iron guy, he fucking smashed his face. God damn it. Yeah, he was only looking for somebody to carry on the legacy, And it just happened to be this crazy bitch. He's like, God damn it. Well, stuck with you.
Of course, later on, as the series progresses, we hear about something else going on, but that's neither here nor there yet. But no, not at all.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there. My perspective is crazy unique in 2014 because like pretty much everybody on the planet, I think, who would even listen to this show has seen all the Saws, so you guys have a different perspective. I I didn't like the second one very much when I watched it back in 2000, whatever. So I never watched any Saw beyond Part 2 in my entire life, and I only watched 3 so far. So I have no idea that anything that happens here pays off or means anything in the future. I don't know what characters do this eventually or whatever. So
which is crazy, because this shit just keeps unfolding upon itself, almost to ridiculous feats. Yeah, and actually, we already got some recurring characters here in this cop scene. We got Carrie. She's been in the first 2 movies, and she's the female detective. We got the SWAT team guy, Rig, and he's only here for a little bit, and then some other cops and stuff like that. But these characters will all, some die here, but they all just come back in the end, play bigger and bigger roles. Speaking of dying here, Carrie gets it pretty quickly after this. I'm kind of mixed bag on killing her off so soon, because I thought she was an okay character. I didn't think she was that great of an actress, so for that angle, I'm kind of glad they killed her off. But it seemed kind of sudden at the beginning. It was definitely a shocker.
Yeah,
it looked like she was going to be a central character.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they were intending on shocking you. The acid and all this stuff is so fucking. I know it's a movie, okay, but we're sitting here talking about it. Isn't it kind of ridiculous? It's like you can just go into the hardware store, I guess, and buy a fucking thing of acid, that's going to melt somebody's skin off and shit. Like, where are they getting all this fucking material?
Dude, who's funding all this shit? Like, where are they getting the money to load, get the moving guys to bring all this shit to all these dark, dank, gigantic, just empty warehouses? Like, where are they getting all the materials? Where are they, who paid for all those pigs that they threw in the incinerator?
Yeah, no shit.
Who's paying for all this shit? Like, I don't understand how this all works.
Surely the cops can track down, the pigs that have been bought in the past month or so.
Missing pigs. It's an epidemic in the area.
Yeah, Jesus
for the fucking
Christ.
The fucking mini tapes he uses for his little tape recorders. Like, who bought 80 of these guys? Like, can we find out the only asshole using these in 2007?
Yeah, especially in the digital age. It's like nobody uses these fucking things anymore.
Yeah, like it's just weird.
In its defense, it is revealed later that John Kramer has money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you'll see as it goes on. But of course, it's still ridiculous about the moving thing. You know, like honestly, who's gonna deliver all that? You're gonna hire fucking a moving company to come and move acid and fucking traps and all this whacked out shit the dude has. He does it himself.
Mr. Kramer, I need you to sign right here on this line. I got your 110 pigs here. Yeah, they're nice and dead. Don't worry. If you just sign right here, we'll drop them off for you. No problem. No problem.
Dude, you sound like fucking what's his name? Judd in Pet Sematary. Is that the old guy's name? Yeah. You don't want to go down that road there. Yeah.
Sometimes dead is better. Yeah. Jesus Christ. But this fucking
That's us right now. Sometimes dead is better.
Oh yeah, Jesus, get us out of here. Fuck.
Shit.
I envy the dead guy in the room.
Right? Oh, fuck.
So Carrie's trap is kind of fucked up. I mean, but she ultimately, overcomes it.
Poor
She
Carrie.
dips her hand in the fucking acid, whatever, to get the key, unlocks the key, or the lock. But all this shit is strapped to the inside of her skin. It's like, well, I did it. Now how the fuck did I get out of there? It's another one of these unwinnable traps that fucking Amanda set up. And you know how much work would have to go into constructing this fucking thing when all you had to do was hit her with a hammer or something? It's kind of fucked up. These motherfuckers really get off on torture. I think that's what it is. It's the torture of it all. Because we come to find out that she was there watching her die. She was physically in front of her watching. So this bitch is fucked up. I guess that's what it comes down to.
One thing that doesn't make any sense, how does Jigsaw know that she was making unwinnable traps? Like, he's bedridden. Like, he knows all the detailed intricacies of what she's looking at his little, what's that called when it's in the shoebox? The fucking...
the dioramas? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, she's looking at those, taking her junky engineering degree, and whips the stuff up, puts everybody in it, and Jigsaw knows that she's making them unwinnable. How? Is he reading the newspaper? Do the cops describe every little detail about but the door was locked. He's like, oh shit, that door was locked? I didn't tell her to do that. Like, how does he know?
It's explained in a later on in the series.
I was just getting ready to say,
he has a cop
true,
on his side.
It fucking sucks. Oh, don't spoil it for him. Damn.
Oh, come on.
No, I didn't.
Are you seriously spoiling it?
Not spoiling it.
You son of a bitch.
Barely. That's giving a fucking glimpse of whatever. He knows someone on the inside. I mean, come on. That's not so bad, is it?
Yes.
He's pissed. He's getting ready to get out of here if he could.
Oh,
Jesus.
Come on.
Yeah, really. I'm gonna get out of this room if you keep spoiling these movies for me.
I will not say anything else spoiler related. I'll just say that it's explained later.
Okay.
I got defensive. Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm like, come on, don't fucking slam the Saw series. Fuck.
I'm not slamming it. I'm just.
I know.
I'm gonna slam it.
I love this movie.
I slam too. As much as I calls him like I sees him.
But yeah, let's talk about another point of forgiveness with Jeff, and that is the fucking. The drunk driver who's up in what they call the rack. And
Jonathan Orr.
They brought him back.
I was like, what the fuck is Jonathan doing in this contraption? Holy shit.
After fucking Carrie's death, we get the introduction to one of our main characters, and that's the doctor who's going to end up being working on Jigsaw. And yeah.
Meadow Soprano. That's what she looks like, doesn't she? You guys Sopranos fans?
Who?
No.
She looks like Meadow Soprano to me.
Oh,
but not as hot.
She does. Yeah. You think Meadow is hotter than Lynn?
Yeah. She doesn't do it for me. She's okay, but yeah, Meadow's definitely hotter than Lynn.
Oh, I think it's because Meadow is younger, probably. We're introduced to Lynn, and she's a fucking doctor. Blah blah blah. We're introduced to her love life. It's played out later that this guy that they introduce us to in her room is not her husband. Now, I guess I would ask Alex this specifically. Did you know that wasn't her husband in this fucking scene at the beginning when he says, "I want a divorce"?
I didn't know.
He's like, I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, they were arguing.
No.
Okay, you know the scene, right?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
I paid attention. I'm just trying to recapture what I thought at the time.
Right.
I thought it was a really bizarre, disconnected relationship, and I guess when he said divorce, yeah, I mean, I guess it tricked me. I figured they were just really disconnected people who were just, very, I don't know,
That's
estranged.
right. Mm-hmm.
Why, Matt? Are you trying to say that you didn't get that vibe?
No, it totally got me. It's just
Okay.
I saw this movie when it came out, and Alex is like a fresh newborn baby over here.
Right,
I kind of want to get his opinion on it, But yeah, it totally worked on me. I thought that was one of the great twists.
Yes.
In the movie, we're introduced to the guy who has to go through a series of tests. Essentially, name is Jeff, and his son has died from a drunk driving accident, and we later find out that the whole time, these two are the ones that had the kid together. So they
bullshit.
What?
Sorry, guys, that was the big plot hole of this movie. There is no fucking way that guy got her. I'm sorry, it just does not work. Man. No
Hold
one.
on.
She's smoking hot. She's a doctor. She couldn't have more going for her.
He
Who
fell
is this
apart.
guy?
Hold on. When you look at the picture at the end, remember he's piecing the pictures together as he's going along the traps. One's of his daughter, one's of his son, one's of him, and then of course the last one, because of the shock, it's her. When you look at him in that picture in Happier Days, he doesn't. I don't even know if it's the same guy. He looks completely different. He's thin. His hair looks different. He is a completely different looking guy in that picture. Almost to the point that I'm not convinced it's the same guy.
His penis is bigger.
His wallet's thicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So maybe he let himself fucking, which would make sense to the plot. Maybe he let himself fall apart after the son passed away,
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he
Yeah,
definitely
check it out.
did. I mean, he's this guy's fucking holding a gun to himself in a mirror, imagining that it's the fucking killer of his son. This guy's off the fucking deep end. But the sad part about it is that they still have a daughter. They still have a child. But he's so fucked up, he can't even acknowledge her, or they're just ignoring her. It's
Yeah, well, she's still alive. Who gives a fuck about her?
yeah,
I want to focus on the dead one.
yeah. Let me really ruin her life now. Holy shit.
Yeah, that really got me too. I really felt for her, that character, and for that little girl. I was like, poor thing.
That's one of the reasons I think this movie is a vast improvement on the series, especially from part 2, is that the characters are actually better thought out. You actually care about a lot of these characters and what they have to do. In part 2, all those fucking people were assholes. I couldn't give two shits about Obi-Wan Kenobi or Frankie G or fucking any of those fucking assholes. Yeah.
One thing I don't understand, though, with this car accident, there's a few things that I just think is weird about it. Like the whole kid in the car accident. Like, it was a drunk driving accident. And the guy driving the car, he looked fine when he got out of the car.
Yeah.
It was the middle of the day. Like, who drinks? Who's that drunk at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? And he was all dressed nice. He didn't look like he was bar hopping or anything. Like, I don't even understand the circumstance. And how does Jigsaw know that a lady looked at this happen and drove away? Like, was he there at this car accident? How would he even know this?
Exactly.
Maybe it was in the paper. Maybe it was in the paper that
a lady saw it and left?
No, because he says something when she's in the situation later that something about cowardice and something else prevented you from coming forth about it or something.
But that means that he knew that she was there, though. So that means
the cops didn't even know. Otherwise, they would have questioned her.
Maybe she was questioned in the courtroom, and maybe she, fucking took the fifth on it for some strange reason or another.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was involved. Maybe there's paperwork on it somewhere, or anyone that's involved in the trial. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I could explain it, but, I hear what you're saying, Alex, but, I
just don't know how Jigsaw knows every facet of everyone's life. Like, does he just pick random people to hang out with for a week and then see what's going on?
And then, I struck gold. His kid got run over. Yes, I can exploit that. Fucking A. I'm going to help you, sir. I'm helping you, Jeff. I'm going to get you out of this, Jeff. You're going to kill all these fucking people, Jeff. Don't you worry.
Yeah, like I need Jeff to forgive these people because it's very important to me.
Yeah.
Well, he does have someone. He does have information. We find out later. So, like I said, that can be explained away. But the thing is, I understand why you're saying that because you've only seen 1, 2, and 3. So,
right.
I guess coming along to it, seeing this as a standalone film, there is a lot of things to question. Yeah, and it never occurred to me the first time I saw it, and it definitely doesn't occur now because I know the answers to most of the questions. But that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
you might be knocking this down a peg.
Threw me for a loop.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to do that.
No, hey, it is what it is. You know, it's all right.
Let's talk about this chick who's the witness, because she brings a lot to this movie, especially her beaver. Holy shit!
What?
What do you mean? What? Did you not see the same movie I did?
When when she's being frozen in that trap?
Yeah, we've got Bush. Yeah, definitely.
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
I mean, it didn't like focus in on it or anything.
Yeah,
like
but still, I usually notice that. Even if it would have been a camel toe, I would have noticed usually.
Jesus. No, so she's in this freezer hanging by her wrists, and she's getting water sprayed on her fucking like every 30 seconds. And, oh man. And this to me is kind of, I mean, this was still a good trap. I thought it was really cool, but to me overall, I felt this was one of the weaker ones. But
it's creative, though.
Yeah, it is creative. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I like about it. At least,
Well, 1+ to it. Every time she got sprayed with that cold water, her nipples got hard.
Oh yeah, oh baby, yeah, she was definitely cold. It was clear her turkey was done. Yeah. So fuck. But the funny thing about all these traps, so there's 3 main traps that Jeff, encounters with people. All of them are people that Jigsaw, for whatever reason, high on his tower, or he wants Jeff to forgive, and Jeff does. He ends up forgiving these people to some extent.
Yeah, well,
but
a little too late every time.
Every time. It takes him. He's like, I don't know if I want to forgive you, lady. I don't know.
Well, hey.
All right, I'll do it. And he does it every time, just 2 minutes too late. It's like, Jeff, by the time you're in the 3rd room, you know what you got to do. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, dude, are you paying attention? And you know what's really weird about it is that the people who did the least bad things in this scenario, he forgives them less, and as you get to the people who fucked him over worse, he helps them faster and wants to help them more. So it really makes no sense. Like, I would say, okay, I'll let her go, and then by the judge, like, fuck you, why don't you stay in that thing for a while? Then the next guy, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. But he did the complete reverse. It was just a weird way of thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't blame him because he would have to struggle with each and every one of them. So he's got to fucking think about it. That's not something he just... All this dude cared about was revenge all that time. It's all that was on his mind. He's fucking miserable. His life fell apart. He lost his kid. He's fucking done for. He's so done for that his fucking marriage is falling apart. He's ignoring his daughter. So he's mentally fucking focused on revenge. So yeah, he does eventually come to, but... he would have to struggle with it. But, knowing what his character is, we see the preface to his character, even before he gets into the place with the traps. So, I don't blame him. I'd struggle too. Matter of fact, I think a lot of people wouldn't forgive. If you really think about it. I asked many people that watched the movie, that they said, if you lost a kid because of this, how quick would you be to forgive? Or would you forgive? A lot of people are vengeful in this world, man.
Yeah, but as an adult... you have to, even if something as tragic as losing a child, wouldn't you know that more death isn't going to bring that kid back? I mean, is he that blinded that he's like actually thinking about letting people die, and that's going to make him feel better? I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe
it's not to get political, but it's just like fucking someone in court that when they're supporting the death penalty, if they lose a kid, I want this guy tried and I want this guy fucking fried. People say that when that happens. Does it solve anything? Well, that's a matter of opinion. I'm not going to get fucking on a political fucking high horse, but that's something that everyone's different. Some people think it's going to make them feel better. Some don't.
We need to get Jigsaw in the government, I think, because he clearly has got some ideas that maybe should be panned out.
He's fucking brilliant, man.
Dude, he's the most well thought out fucking guy on the planet, really.
This guy, when he started, he decided, yes, okay, I'm going to start trapping people to change their fucking lives. And then he had to think about every single day for the rest of his life, like 10 years down the road. He's like, okay, and then this person's going to do this, so I got a plan for that. I mean, this shit is meticulously planned out.
It's so much more than just tying barbed wire in a cage and saying, "Here, crawl through this." Right. Now it's like fucking. This guy is like it's the most elaborate things I've ever seen in my life.
Well, with that, Alex, just stay tuned because shit.
Stay tuned, right? Just
fuck.
like they did in 3, just like they do in this one later on when they show Amanda setting up the stuff from part 1, which gives you a different look at that. You're like, because I was thinking about it, man. When we did the part 1, we were discussing. You said, yeah, isn't it odd that he wakes up right in the tub? They knew he was going to wake up at that moment, and we had both forgotten. They explained that in 3.
Yeah, they do.
He's unconscious already. Then they fill up the tub, and then there you go.
But he's not. They don't totally submerge him. I figured that out. I'm like, okay, they do kind of explain. He's not completely dropped in. His head is sitting up, and he doesn't wake up until I guess his body like slumps down more, and it becomes submerged, and he can't breathe. So I'm glad they did that.
Yeah,
that was one question I had about that.
And that's what's great about this whole series to me. That just about everything is explained in most of the movie. Not everyone. It's a hit or miss series. Overall, I'm a big fan of it, but they do that for you. And
it's almost crazy. There's so much in the backgrounds of these movies. For instance, like whenever Jigsaw is having the flashes of the blonde woman, and he's videotaping her. Well, you see another person walking towards him while he's videotaping her. That guy comes back in a sequel. That's how fucking meticulous this shit is. He's on screen for 2 secones.
Yes, I noticed it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This is the first time I noticed it. He's there, and it's like, why is he there? He's just a guy in the background. But no, he comes back later. That shit is fucking crazy.
Yes, it happens to 2 characters in this movie. One becomes a major player, and one becomes a minor player, but it matters,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing I don't understand, though, I don't know much about these, but I do know that James Wan and some other guy wrote the first 3, and after the success of part 1, they said we actually have a trilogy planned. So, one would think, obviously, when they wrote part 2, they thought of 3, and then when they're writing part 3, you'd think that they're going to end it, and then if they want to get whoever to continue it on, they would just wash their hands of it and say whatever. But it seems like James Wan and the other guy wrote setups for part 4 when it was supposed to be a trilogy, and they're done with it. I just don't understand how that works.
I thought that was strange too, so I looked up part 4. I'm like, did they have any writing credit on 4? They have 0 writing credit. It's totally different people. So I think a lot of it falls on Bousman, the director, because maybe he was already, contracted to do the next one, so he's like, I'm going to set some shit up, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, it's great. And I think they did great. And I honestly think this is the greatest thing they ever written, that they ever wrote. Pardon my grammar, but my vocabulary, whatever. Fucking, I think that I've seen everything that they have wrote and watched all the movies, and I forgot that they also wrote this. So when the credits came out at the end of it yesterday, I was like, holy fuck! I was like, no shit, man. To me, this is the best thing that they wrote.
And in fact, part 2 was actually based off a script that Bousman wrote, and they just took that script and kind of transformed it. We talked about it on the last episode, but they just
what part? 5?
Part 2. Part 2 was not an original Lee Winnell script. It was a Bousman script, and I think that's to the detriment of that movie. So
you could. I think you could skip 2, except for the Eric Matthews shit and knowing what happened with that character. You can skip 2 and watch the rest of the series and not miss a beat. Like my wife didn't see 2 and she saw 3 with me when we watched it. And basically, I said I explained the whole Eric Matthews thing in 5 minutes, and that's it. I go, honestly, you can go without seeing 2.
Did you tell her that his son was in a safe and secure state?
Of course.
And then and then she's like, "Well, what state is he in? Virginia." You gotta look very closely at every single word spoken. Holy shit! Speaking of that, like, this whole thing is truly just a test for Amanda. Jigsaw sets this whole thing up for Amanda, and it's so fucked up. It's like this guy can't talk to people. He has to talk. He wants to talk to Amanda. Be like, "Hey, you're fucking up. Let's not do this." But instead, he sets up this entire elaborate thing. Acts like he's talking to Lynn, the doctor, but he's literally talking to Amanda. And it's like, "Hey, how come you didn't understand when I was trying, I told you that it was a test. I told you, hey, Amanda, I was testing you. You didn't hear me say that to Lynn? I was clearly talking to you. You don't understand how I work, Like, what the fuck, dude? Just talk to people."
Yeah, you know what's so bizarre about the whole fucking thing? Like, you're supposed to come to this crazy realization after this asshole goes through all these things, forgives or not forgives, blah, blah, gets there, and what goes down at the end. I won't say it until we get there, but the whole thing with Amanda's test, since you already brought that up, like, it just makes no sense in a way. Like, what the fuck was her test? How much she could tolerate Lynn? Like, what kind of test is that? Like, I'm going to bring a smoking hot doctor here who's going to save my life, and your test is to not think she's so hot or that I'm into her enough that you'd kill her. Like, I don't understand what the test is.
I understand what the test is.
Okay.
First of all, he's giving two tests. He's still testing Jeff. Don't forget that. Because after the movie ends, we still realize, or at the end of in the conclusion, we still realize about his daughter and where she is. Mm-hmm. Okay? So he is testing Jeff. It's a test for Jeff, and just as much as it's a test for Amanda. Now, this is a test because Amanda doing the unwinnable games, he overlooked them because this is the fight. He's like, basically, this is one last chance. If you fail this shit, then I don't want you. And if so, then all this bad shit's going to happen. So I overlooked them, he said, and I put you on one last test. This guy, he actually believed that he was going to fucking pass the test and make it there to the end. And then, then when what's her name? She passes her test, you're free to go. He believed she was going to pass her test. So he wanted to see if, once again, Amanda was going to make it an unwinnable game or not. If somebody wins, he wanted to see firsthand, in the same room, in a life and death situation, is she going to fucking let this girl and this guy win their game when they've won? Or is she going to fucking try to be, try to fuck them over? That's what
kind of a different way of saying the same thing, though.
You think?
Like, why wouldn't she let her go?
Because she hasn't before. She keeps giving unwinnable tests.
Yeah, but only because she's jealous.
Yeah, but she's not jealous of the other people. Of the guy in the beginning with the door welded shut and the Carrie thing, the detective. She made their games unwinnable just because... Right. She wants to murder. She's getting off on it. That's what he says. I despise murderers and I don't condone murder. And he says that, and then later on, fucking they play it back when they're explaining his intentions with Amanda. He doesn't want a murderer. He wants someone to fucking spread his message, which he feels isn't murder.
Right.
Is teaching them, is putting them on tests. So this was the final test. He didn't know for a fact that they were going to have beef with the girl, but he did know that two people had a chance, a very good chance of fucking winning this their tests, of passing their test, I should say.
Well, you would think that the only reason Weirdo would kill people is because she's so incensed at what they do, or the reason they're even there, that she just doesn't think they deserve to live. Now, why wouldn't Lynn deserve to live? Why wouldn't a guy who's mourning his child deserve to live? Like, what? Because he's depressed? He should die? What? Because his wife is banging some guy? That's grounds for murder? Like, I don't even understand her thought process of how she decides that people should be in unwinnable situations.
And that was his problem. He groomed her to be the one to be a successor, and along the way he's saying, well, hold on. I thought I cured her, but maybe she's just a crazy bitch and she's killing... I could see killing Carrie because she's on her case. She might catch her in Jigsaw. She's the detective. I could see her doing that and give her a little bit of a pass for that. But the other guy, she just killed him. She didn't know dick about him. You wouldn't think so. It was someone that Jigsaw selected, someone that apparently had money, and couldn't stay out of jail. He has advantages and chooses not to fucking use them, and whatever. He's just passing judgment. That's his own business. But what does she give a fuck about him? Unless it was some guy she used to fucking bang or do drugs with,
Right.
you know?
Well, the thing is, like, Amanda doesn't believe in Jigsaw's philosophy at all. She's sitting there saying, this is all bullshit, nobody changes, and she herself is proof of that, because she's still cutting herself and all this other shit. So, like, she knows that no one changes and nothing is done with this, and she just doesn't believe in his philosophy. So to her, I mean, that's why she's killing everybody.
It's great at the end when she's declaring to him, and she's like, fix me, motherfucker, you know, all that shit. I fucking love that. To me, this is really Amanda's movie. I mean, I know, I guess maybe the last movie was Jigsaw's movie, and, you know, the Amanda involvement was the twist, but this movie, to me, is really just all about her and her relationship with Jigsaw. And I think that's just another reason why this movie shines. Even though it may not make sense, you know, I've still, my head is still spinning over here after what you guys are saying, but I'm like, yeah, he's got a point. Well, no, he's got a point. Well, he's got a point. Wow, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Well, but it's the same thing with her.
Yeah, right. Well, would you guys think about when she pulled out her, like, intricate, like, cutting kit and had fucking alcohol, gauze, it has every, like, 3 instruments. You can cut yourself in a thin slice here you do thick, you know. Like, what the fuck? Like, all this thought goes into this.
Very, very ritualistic kind of thing. It's like, this is my thing, this is my happy place. You know, it's where I love that whole aspect of her. You know, it was actually from part 2, and then they elaborated on it more here, and I love it. And I love how she pulls all that stuff out because she's stressed out about Jigsaw, you know, holding Lynn's hand or something like that.
Yeah,
she's stressed out. She's like, I gotta, you know, numb this pain. She goes and pulls out her kit. She starts setting it all up, you know, nice and neat. Then she gets angry at herself, throws it all away, and then she just grabs a fucking knife and sits down and starts cutting her thigh. And that's another cringe-worthy fucking moment. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. I love that. I love that last. And also, there's another moment I noticed watching it this time where actually a couple moments. Whenever Lynn is introduced and she initially puts that gun necklace on her, she's got like a knife or something in her hand, and she's like just driving it into her fingertip. I thought that was cool. And then there's another point where she's really angry. She's holding something in her hand. I forget what, but she squeezes it so hard that her hand starts bleeding. Like, man, again, this bitch is fucked up. Yeah. John Kramer, what are you doing with this bitch?
He's not. His methods do not work.
No.
And I'm going to get to something at the end about that, which is bizarre. But I think where are we now? We're still at the pig kill or the pig trap?
Yeah, let's fucking talk about that. So, I mean, this to me was one of the more disgusting things. I mean, some of them are cringeworthy and stuff like that, but this one was just, oh my, it just turns your stomach. You just want to throw up. You could practically smell that fucking bile being spilled on the judge over and over again. It's fucking disgusting. And you're right, Jeff really takes his time before deciding to save this guy. He's really taunting him and shit like that. You know, it's fucked up.
What the fuck do they use that for, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what do you do with that pig goop? Like, is that how you make hot dogs, or is that what the fuck?
Oh, I'm never eating a hot dog again.
Like, what do you do with it?
You think the intent of that machine is to have pigs on it? Or do you think it was initially used for something else? Is that what you're saying when you're asking about the pig?
It's what they take the carcass once they've got all the usable meat off of it, the snout, the hooves, the everything. Then they grind it up and then I don't know, put it in soup or something. Who fucking knows?
I'm done eating soup.
This fucking I listened to the Movie Crypt podcast with Joe Lynch and Adam Green, and Bousman was actually on there a couple weeks ago. And he told a story about filming this pig trap, which I thought was pretty hilarious. He didn't meet the guy who plays Jeff before he got on set. That was the first time you met him. And Jeff, even though he read the script and everything, he knew he had to get down in that pit. He said, if you turn that fucking the pig bile shit on while I'm down here, I will walk off the set. And he's like, I'm serious. I'm going to walk off the set. I'm not going to be in the movie anymore. And
Bousman said that, or Jeff?
No. The guy who plays Jeff said
okay.
that. He did not want to get sprayed with this shit at all. Even though it's fake, he still didn't want to get sprayed.
What a dick.
Yeah, well, and then Bousman's just like, oh, okay, yeah, don't worry. We're not going to do it. We're not going to, don't worry about it. And as soon as they start rolling, he's like, yeah, flip the switch. Let's do it. And he said that dude fucking just freaked the fuck out and walked off set, and like half a day was ruined because he had to talk him back to come back and work on the film.
Oh, I thought it was going to have a good ending, that was actually his real reaction.
No, it was. It's 100% his real reaction.
But it wasn't filmed. You know what I'm saying? Did he finish the film and then walk off?
No, yeah. He reacted.
He finished the scene.
Yes, he finished, but then he was like, fuck you. You know, you told me you weren't going to fucking do this. I didn't want you to do it. You did it anyways. I'm off the movie, kind of thing.
Well, that should be a deleted scene or an outtake on one of these fucking things. I'd love to see that. Guy get all pissed off. Fuck you, you know?
Yeah. No
That's
shit.
the kind of deleted scenes I want to see with the fucking... When you talk about specs on a Blu-ray, give me that shit, man. Dude fucking storms off.
Like Christian Bale on the set of Terminator Salvation.
Are you fucking professional or not?
Oh, I love that shit. I was surprised, though, that... well, not surprised, but... I mean, Jeff actually gets this guy out of the trap. And so, presumably, for the rest of the show, you know, he's going to be, you know, have a buddy with him, arm in arm. And which was kind of... Yeah, you know, when I was watching it this time, I'm like... What? He saves this asshole? What is he going to do with him the rest of the fucking movie?
What if he would have got out? Could the judge himself have turned around and just walked out of the building?
Yeah, he's like...
No, because everything's already shut. So the judge is in there for the long haul. What he would have to be is fucking, you know, his right-hand man.
Yeah, he has no choice. He's like, I got to follow you. Wait, you're going that way? Okay, I'm going to go this way. Best of luck to you, pal. See you. Bye.
Yeah, the poor bastard has nowhere to go. Although he wasn't really being tested. Jigsaw just decided to make him a pawn in the game.
And yeah, that's the other thing too with like this whole murder. You know, I despise murders,
Testing
murders and shit. It's like, well, this guy had no chance to get out of this fucking pig vat if Jeff didn't want him to. Wouldn't that be considered him murdering this fucking guy?
Who pressed the on button? That's murder.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh.
He had faith in Jeff. That's all I can say.
Brother.
Well, he did. He had to have faith in Jeff. Well, or none of this would have panned out. The entire movie. Which I think Jigsaw pretty much knew what was going to happen this whole time. You know? He had his expectations. He thought that they were both going to pass. He thought Jeff was going to pass, and he thought Amanda was going to pass. So
yeah, but here's the thing. Does Jeff really pass if everybody dies?
No, that's why he gets fucked at the end.
Yeah, but what if everybody died, but then he made it to the end?
Well, his test really isn't over yet, though.
It's forgiveness. And if he would have got there, he said, Jeff, I can have an ambulance here in 4 minutes, he said.
Yeah, I know that part.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing he has to actually pass. Like, in reality, like, literally, all those 3 people could and did die, and it really doesn't mean anything.
Nope, not really.
It's all about forgiveness. They're casualties. Once. Yeah, but they're casualties. If they survive, great. If not, oh well. But whatever, they're casualties. But at the end, he makes himself the ultimate casualty. He's like, okay, even if he forgives all these people and they still die, can he forgive me? Because guess what? If he kills me, guess what? Game over. He loses.
But how stupid is that, though?
Think it's stupid?
Dude, it's so retarded. Like, if you're Jigsaw and the odds are this asshole's gonna fail, why would you put yourself as a piece of this puzzle? No, with the chance that you could die, is it really worth seeing if this asshole could forgive somebody? Like, who cares? If he could,
well, he doesn't have to care. He's on the fucking last stages of cancer. He's fucking dead any day now. So,
but dude, he just got brain surgery. He could live longer now. Like,
well, it prolongs him about 2 days or something. But
well, whatever. Though I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean,
he's so devoted to his religion and the Jigsaw. It's bigger than the way he's so passionate about it. It's bigger than his flesh and blood. He's like, it's all these ideals. If I have to die, then I die. I'll martyr myself for my religion that I've created. I don't know.
Well, if he doesn't even care about living, why does he care if his religion is in operation? It doesn't matter if you're not alive.
It means a lot to him. His life at this point doesn't mean shit because he's knocking on death's door, but he wants to pass on what he learned, what he thinks is some type of enlightenment, so I can on to someone else and to have his, like he says, have my work carried on to someone else. So he wants to leave some type of inevitable mark on the world. He knows he's fucking gone. He's in such a deep stage of cancer. It's fucking any time now he's dropping, So he believes so much in, like what Matt says, he believes so much in his cause that he wants to fucking have that carry on since he can't.
Yeah, but the thing is this guy Jeff so passionately angry at a guy he met 5 seconds ago? Like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm the one who captured all these people that screwed you, and I'm letting you do this, and now you're here and you're good to go. So, hey, you're not mad at me though, right? And he's so mad at him that he's going to kill him? Like, that is absolutely absurd. It doesn't make, like, he doesn't even have the passion. He doesn't know who the fuck he is. If you walked in that room and Amanda shot your wife, I think your focus, would it be some old dude dying in a bed? Like, was that really where your attentions lie? Or would it be, wouldn't you think Amanda did all this? How could you even think? Like, I just don't understand how you could build the passion for this, to kill him.
Well, he shot Amanda, and then Jigsaw explained what had just happened. He told him that I'm responsible and this is the game and yada yada, and he even egged him on. He's like, "There's all those tools over there on that that table. You could do a lot of damage on me with those tools. You can either choose. I gave you this test so you could learn to forgive. So either at the end of this test you've learned or you haven't. So show me, have you learned or have you not? Do you forgive me? I put you and your wife and your family in this situation." He goes, "Can you forgive me for that? I was trying to teach you something. Did you learn the lesson or not?" So he gave him every chance, and like I said, he egged him on. He goes, "Go ahead, go pick out one of those weapons, and kill me if you want to. But I'm trying to teach you to forgive. Either you are or you aren't." So, what did he care? Like I said, he wanted him to pass the test. He wanted Amanda to pass her test, but he was knocking on death's door, so he was willing to lose his life for either one of those tests. Best case scenario, he lives and they all live. They skip away into the fucking sunlight, all of them.
Luckily for us, that didn't happen. And we get mass carnage. Holy shit. But yeah, let's talk about another point of forgiveness with Jeff, and that is the fucking the drunk driver who's up in what they call the rack. And
Jonathan Orr.
He brought him back.
I was like, what the fuck is Jonathan doing in this contraption? Holy shit. So Jonathan, here's where I take umbrage with you, man. I think there's something seriously wrong with you on a level here. Curse of Chucky is your favorite top 5 horror movie?
Yeah.
It was my number 3.
Dude, Curse of Chucky's awesome.
Of all time?
Oh, of all time?
Oh, of all time?
No.
You smoking crack?
No, I was just talking about of this year, but of all time, no, he's crazy as hell.
Explain yourself, sir.
Hey, Curse of Chucky brought it back.
It did.
Back to the first movie.
It did. No, it definitely.
Yeah, but that would make a lot of sense if, say, Child's Play was one of the best horror films of all time. But it's not.
He was right to say that with a straight face.
The fact that he brought it back to that doesn't really elevate it all that much. I'm just saying.
No, it don't elevate it, but still, Curse of Chucky brought it back to the original Child's Play.
Which means what?
Which means there was no comedy. Okay, Tiffany as a doll didn't have to pull down her dress just to expose her tits. Okay, okay, he did not have to jerk off to killer magazines. Okay, none of that bullshit didn't count because it didn't even exist. It wasn't even acknowledged in the movie. Cena Chucky was not even acknowledged. Okay. Curse of Chucky
It
brought it back
wasn't?
to the. No.
Whatever
No,
happened to
no,
that little
it was-
bastard? I see. I
So
don't
you're
watch
living in a
this too
world
much.
where child's play is the definition of horror. Is that what you're saying? So, like, it is the end all be all. The first child's play movie is all there is. And because this movie brought it back around, then that makes it number 5 of all time?
That's why number 5 on my list.
Where does Child's Play, the original Child's Play, fall on your list then?
It's not on the list. But
Hey,
Then
man,
that's
hey,
crazy
you know,
talk.
here's the thing about a top 5 favorite horror list. I can't really single out anything. Most
Well,
of
with
them.
the top 5, you don't have to single them out. That's the beauty of it. You get 5.
That's the thing. I can't single it out. It's not that easy for me.
Dude, yo,
I'm
what,
just
what
a
else? Is,
top student.
I want to know what else is in your top 5 list. Like, what else is there? I need more.
I did mention Saw.
he has Saw.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, I could buy that.
No, dude. Hey, you mean Saw 1 or?
Saw, yeah.
Dude,
Saw 1.
Saw 1 is a fucking great movie, dude. I don't care what anybody says, man. And you know, everybody compares a lot of the sequels and a lot of the bad parts to, you know, Saw in general. Dude, you look at that first movie, dude, that's a fucking solid flick, dude. And it was huge when that shit came out,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, there was a lot
it
of
is.
buzz about that.
Oh my God!
That
Top
dude looks
5
just
favorite
like
movies.
Jonathan.
Go.
Oh, that looked just like Jonathan Orr, man.
Oh no shit!
I was like,
Wow.
holy shit.
This but this rack to me, this is my favorite trap of the film. It's one of the better ones that they've written for this entire series because it's pretty brutal and it's very graphic. Basically, this guy's in a Christ-like pose and each limb gets twisted until it compound fractures in half. And the last one is his fucking head. Are you fucking kidding me? That shit is fucked up.
It's awesome.
Jesus.
In a word, it's awesome.
It is fucking awesome. I mean, call it, maybe it's torture porn, but I think it's fucking awesome. Like, yeah, kill that drunk driver. Yeah.
You know what I really love? He was supposed to get the key and have his arm blown off. Like, what the hell was that?
Oh,
like,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really interesting. It's like, the key's right here. It's connected to the shotgun. I mean, how the fuck
That
was
was
he
cool.
supposed to get that? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
And then
scare
he
tactic.
eyes
He
it.
could have fucking hung on that thing and put his head down and pulled down and nobody would have got shot.
Yeah,
Did
what
you
the
see the way
he-
it was set up? He could have gotten by that shotgun.
Yeah, so he knew it was that the keys. He felt the pressure of it resting on the trigger, surely. So he pulls the key off, and then is still holding on to the thing. He sees that it's lined up at the fucking judge. He's looking right at him. Hey, I got the key now. Hey, and just lets go. Hey, oh, oops. Did I forget to tell you you're in the way of the shotgun blast? Sorry, Judge. Yeah. Blows
Judge
his
dead.
fucking face off. Judge dead.
Call him Judge.
He was the law. Yeah.
Judge dead.
It's
But I did forgive you.
Yeah.
and that was a great scene too. Just to get on the gore, the fucking the gore of the dude getting the judge.
Gore
getting
of Jonathan Orr.
gore
Get the fuck out of here.
Poor gore, I should say.
Oh, poor Jonathan.
Jonathan Gore.
Hey, everybody's got to have a nickname. There you go, buddy.
Jonathan Gore. I beat you, Jonathan Gore, from this moment forward. The Goratorium.
Oh, my God.
But that
yeah.
was great gore when the dude got fucking whacked. The judge
Yeah,
decided
his
fucking
face blown off was
Oh.
fucking awesome. That was a great kill right there.
and the guy himself in the fucking rack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the fucking bones snapping and shit. The gore in this movie is fucking phenomenal. Man,
Oh, dude, the best with the head thing, it's like, don't worry, dude, they're just bringing your head back. They're bringing it back. It's going to be the best.
They brought it back to the original. Your fucking head, that is. Oh, my God.
holy fuck.
We could just end the podcast now, I think.
We're done.
But he's a blue collar. He's a white collar drunk. I can see that. You were saying something earlier about you couldn't see that guy being drunk in the afternoon. He had a look of like a fucking an office worker or up and coming businessman or something. Just one of them guys that handles it well or appears he thinks he's handling it well. Goes on lunch break and fucking slams fucking 4 Jack and Cokes before going back to the office. And, he whacks him. And he was upset, poor bastard. Jonathan Orr was fucking tearing up.
That poor bastard.
Yo, sorry, man.
He kind of reminded me of Carlton, too, the way he was dressed from The Fresh Prince.
Oh, my God.
It was like a combination of Jonathan Orr and Carlton. It's not unusual to have war with anyone.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, my God. Wow.
Where the hell are we?
What do we talk about after that?
Jonathan got gored. That's it. He got through the third.
Oh, man.
Okay, how about this? What do you guys think of Amanda's character? Because
awesome.
In part 2, she was like a real disciple, dedicated chick, and in a way, since there's like fucking 20 of these movies, don't you wish that you got through at least one more movie where she was on board and like unstoppable machine who's just doing all the shit right and like a real pupil of Jigsaw? Like, did she really have to break down and become kind of whiny and in like an insubordinate so quickly? Like, don't you wish there was a little more of the part 2 type Amanda in there?
Yeah, I do. I do kind of wish that, but it wouldn't, with somebody with a junkie's brain, you could see them doing this rather quickly. Yeah, it would have probably been more satisfying, but it wouldn't have been true to who she was and ultimately ended up being with herself, So, but I loved all the stuff with her and Jigsaw where Jigsaw's playing her like a fucking fiddle, man. He's fucking looking at this other broad and all this shit, and he just knows that she's looking at him like, you motherfucker. You're supposed to fuck me, Dad. You're supposed to fuck me. Like, that's all this is. This bitch has got some serious daddy issues.
Right. Yeah, she's a junkie to begin with too. So yeah, she's fucked up.
Did you ever
obviously.
find out? Did you ever find out what that letter is that he slipped her? Because you see, she reads it or something. I never found out what was on it.
Yeah. Much later we find out.
You do, and here's the other confusing thing is, it has some, it sets up a lot of flashbacks in this movie, and they just get worse and worse as the series goes on. But one of them was them setting up the bathroom, and we talked about that and stuff like that. Well, I think it was during that flashback he gives Amanda an envelope then. And says, say like there's no turning back, blah, blah, blah. Was that the same envelope? Or was that a different envelope?
No. That was the setup for him to go and kidnap fucking Adam in part 1. That was her first job. And right then and there he goes, you're giving your life to me, you're giving every cell to me right now, starting right now. So put the mask on, go in there and kidnap fucking, and then no turning back now, honey. There you go.
That wasn't the same envelope, though, because that confused the shit out of me. Okay.
And I can't imagine it would be, especially knowing what we know about later on.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So no. But her performance is fucking... I hear you what you're saying, Alex, about it would have been cool to have her carry on in that role for him.
A little more
what
darker.
else they could have done? Yeah, if they could have found... writers to do it and have it still been a good movie, that would have been great. Matter of fact, I wish they could have done that and then got rid of fucking Saw 4, and this would have been 4. But that's another story.
I think why this happened, why they rushed her arc is because the whole idea about it being a trilogy and it was supposed to sort of end here. I mean, we all know it didn't, and they also set up landmines everywhere for the future. But at the same time, I guess in a way, it was written to be a trilogy, so they didn't want to expand on her.
Yeah, and her performance was so good in this movie. By far her best performance, probably in any movie that she's done that I've seen. Sean
really
Smith.
good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it really
She,
adds to the movie.
Especially, how about this scene where she's putting the gun necklace on the doctor, and did anybody else get turned on during this? Because she's slowly clicking down the fucking thing, and she's really close to her face, and I'm like, oh my god, if they just started making out, that would be the
Oh
best.
yeah, dude.
Oh my god, yeah. She's like talking to her real slow and slowly clicking on this thing, and this is what's gonna happen if you try to escape. I'm like, just kiss her, just fucking kiss her. Let's do it.
Can you imagine being in a room with those two chicks, man?
Oh brother.
Man.
Yeah, I'm so glad Shawnee Smith had long hair
Yes.
in this one, because, and you know, the filmmakers are so regretting cutting her hair for part 2 and shaving Jigsaw's head for part 1, because they're constantly having to go back and put on these horrendous wigs
right.
and
yeah.
and skull caps. Like, none of that shit fucking works. It looks terrible. Like, fuck, why didn't we just fucking keep her hair long? God damn it.
Yeah, you could tell she had a wig on.
Oh, really bad. And
Yeah.
Jigsaw gets worse in some of the later sequels with his goddamn ball
does he?
cap on. Oh, God, it looks so bad.
I never noticed. No shit.
What? You are high off your ass. He looks like one of the aliens from Alien Nation with their bubble heads.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
What the fuck? It's never... Really? In this movie?
Well,
Which
not
movie
so
is
much
it?
this movie, because they show him he's got like a sock cap on, and he's got his fucking cloak up, you know, in those scenes, so they kind of cover it up.
Right.
But in later sequels, it comes back.
Oh, I never noticed it being shitty looking.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And here's another thing. When they're setting up the bathroom, this got me a real chuckle. They're setting up the bathroom, and Jigsaw's putting on his blood makeup and all this shit, you know, and it's supposed to be real intense, and she's lowering Adam into the bathtub. He wets a rag from the tub and then starts cleaning up the blood on the sink. It's like, why are you doing that? Who cares?
Oh
Nobody's
no, you
gonna
know why
fucking
he's doing
notice.
that? It's because blood shouldn't be there. That would be a sign that this is that he
That
put
it's a
that on.
setup. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
he wants it to make it look like he really shot himself, and blood wouldn't randomly just be.
I don't know.
there.
In that bathroom, it looks like a bodily fluid can be in any corner,
Yeah.
and it would be
Well,
okay.
That's true. I was thinking that too, but I think I'm just answering why.
Yeah.
Why he did that. I think that's
guess that
why.
makes
And one really cool thing, because to do this retro with you guys, I did a little reading. What's interesting, man? Holy shit! The first movie was filmed in like L.A. or something, and then the rest of them were in
Canada, right?
Canada. So, holy shit, did they do an amazing job at recreating that bathroom? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
no shit.
it looked identical, man.
Yeah.
Every
They did a very good job.
stain, like the dimensions of it, the mirrors, the sinks, like everything looks amazing.
That's why you got to applaud these filmmakers, everybody, about this series of films, because no other series, you can't name another series that is this meticulous about characters, what characters say. And yeah, we can shoot plot holes and why Jigsaw does what he does, but everything is explained, everything, even shit you don't even see, that these guys are thinking 1 out of every 100 people are going to see, is a setup for something else in a later movie. It's almost insane. And for them to crank it out once a year, that's a fucking horrendous schedule.
Oh, that's
man.
impossible, man.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and having different writers pick it up, because I don't know who wrote 4, 5, and 6 and on, if it's different writers or not. I know the production team's the same, but I'm curious to know. We know it's not these guys anymore. This is their swan song, Awano and Wan,
Is it just as intelligent as it goes on, or no?
No. Yeah.
No?
Well, it sets itself up to be. I don't know. Some of it is absolutely. It's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
For me, honestly, personally, after this, 2 movies are actually. Yeah, 2 movies are good. 2 movies aren't as good. That's my opinion. But there's something about this series that everybody has different opinions on what the best.
I'm most excited. The next one, I'm most excited about the next film. And the rest of the series, because
I kind of am too.
Yeah, even though you don't like it, Dave,
Right.
I really liked part 4, and that's the one I'm most excited about. And I could hate it this time. Who knows?
Well, no, maybe I'll end up being wrong. Maybe, maybe someone will point something out to me that where something is plausible, and I'll be like, oh wow, because I want to like it. You know what I mean? I love the series. Why would I not want to like it? It doesn't make sense. It's another Insidious 2 situation. I wish I could fucking
Insidious.
Yes,
It's
Insidious.
called Insidious too, Dave. Come on.
Right.
Yeah,
Come on. No, I coined the phrase.
You
Shit.
coined that, yeah.
Yeah, really. And here's,
You know?
well, one thing I want to talk about at the end is like, the whole test thing, and when the guy walks in. What if, the whole thing is about if he kills Jigsaw, his heart rate drops, and the bullet necklace blows Lynn's head off. Now, what if Amanda just shot her in the face?
Right, exactly, yeah.
Like,
same with Amanda. She got shot and bled out long enough for Jigsaw to tell her the whole grand scheme. It's like, well,
yeah, like, thanks for dying in like 3 minutes so I could tell you all this stuff before you die. And like, thank God he didn't shoot you in the head.
Right.
Otherwise,
exactly.
I couldn't explain to you how you're a failure.
Mm-hmm. And another thing too is if he had the chance to save those 3 people, what if they were all in the room at the end with everyone, like the end of Wizard of Oz or some shit? Like,
and here's your heart. Yes.
Wouldn't they have talked it out, with all of them? Like, hey, I don't think you should kill this guy. I mean, this is a fucked up situation as it is, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let's bring him to jail or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a judge. Fuck.
and he only had 1 bullet. What if he missed Amanda?
Yeah.
I guess you would just have to walk up to her and start cutting her head off or something, right?
There's tools in the room. He could have grabbed that same blade that he got that he ultimately ended up using.
Yeah.
Would have been quite cool to
Saw.
see. Well, actually, it would have been cool if he yes. That's why it's called Saw. I tell you, in this movie, there are some fucking saws used, more than the others.
Holy shit, that fucking
Right? The
brain
pig,
scene.
Dude.
Man.
Amazing.
And I read on IMDb that this scene was not cut by MPAA at all because it's like a real surgical operation that you could show on television. This is so fucked up. This had me more squeamish than anything. Hearing that fucking the end of the drill hit his fucking skull before she starts. Oh my god. Oh, like nails on a chalkboard, man. That shit fucking had me cringing.
Yeah, I didn't understand the procedure. So when she said just to relieve pressure from his brain for headaches, I thought that she was just going to drill 1 hole. And whenever I have a headache, I always tell my girlfriend, I wish I had a drill so I could just drill the back of my head and relieve the pressure. And she always goes, what the fuck? And like, it's just like this ongoing joke I constantly say, like whenever I have a real bad headache. And so I thought that they were just going to do it once. And then like, oh, it was 2? Oh, okay. And then, it was 3. 3 holes. Well, I guess that must be enough, right? Oh, there's another 4th hole. Okay. Where are we going with this? And then all of a sudden she pulls out the fucking buzzsaw. I'm like, oh
Dude,
my god.
when she revs that thing for the first time, you see her like react, like she has to catch up to it. And and it's like, holy shit, that is fucked up. That's crazy. It looked like a real fucking saw, Holy shit.
But dude, what a lousy procedure, though. Holy fuck. She doesn't wear a mask and the fucking blood shoots on her face. That is the most unsterilized room in history for brain surgery. Like, if you have anything wrong you can't have an environment like that when you're doing brain surgery. The guy would fucking drop dead in 2 seconds. That is the most unsterile place to ever have brain. A dark, dank, big, gigantic warehouse.
The man's dedicated to his work. He knows he doesn't even give a fuck. He's like, I'm dying, dude. Because honestly, I really think that she was only giving him like an extra, a day or 2 maximum. Like when you look at the prognosis, she says not long. And that could be anywhere from 5 hours to a week. You know what I mean? I think that he was really at the fucking, and you could see how sick he's getting and he's vomiting and blood's coming out and they put they're giving him the oxygen. He's in really, really fucking rough shape, especially after Eric Matthews got done with him at the end of 2. Holy fuck. That's when I pitied him. When fucking Eric Matthews started beating the shit out of him. And speaking of pity him, I think that this is the first movie where they try to bring the audience, into Jigsaw where you actually, start having compassion for him.
Yeah, well, one, he's literally trying to help Jeff. It's like, no, I'm trying to teach you forgiveness, you know? He's not just trying to punish, Adam for being a fucking, asshole photographer, The shit kind of makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, he's not just putting him in a sleeping bag and slamming him against a tree or anything. He's actually trying to help people.
The good old days. We're slashers, we're slashers.
Hey, one thing I didn't catch it. Maybe it happened in a cut scene or something. They do these fast cuts or something. I didn't notice any jigsaw pieces missing out of people's skin this time. Did that happen?
Yeah, it was in the first guy, the chain room, the chain classroom.
Right.
There's one quick flash. Maybe it's on the version I saw, and you guys might not have seen it. There was a quick flash of his leftovers, and it had a piece missing.
Huh.
Okay.
It wouldn't have happened. It wasn't even necessary for this movie, even if it wasn't on that guy or the second or the girl Carrie, because they weren't Jigsaw's traps; they were Amanda's traps.
Mm-hmm.
So
did she have her own thing she cut? Would she cut like a heroin needle out of him or something?
Oh, brother.
Yeah, fucking track marks on their arms.
One thing, you were talking about the sets and how awesome it is and that they recreate. How about Jigsaw's just lair overall? It was fucking pretty badass. When they introduce it with Amanda walking in and she starts flipping all the lights on, you just see all this shit all these little projects laying around everywhere, and all these fucking mannequins. They had it's like fucking Elijah Wood would have loved this fucking place with all the fucking mannequins, dude. Holy shit! Yeah, he just pulls a scalp out of his pocket like Frankie G. And fucking
yeah, right. What the fuck was that? He puts his fucking neck in his pocket.
Squish.
Yeah, don't forget to take that out before you wash your jeans, bro.
So, how about when Lynn gets it, though? I mean, fucking Jeff finally slices Jigsaw's neck with a saw, and which I thought was cool. I wish it was more graphic, and usually I'm into the neck slashing things, but it wasn't really that exciting. I was more excited to see Lynn's head get blown off, but I was so excited. I was like a little boy waiting for, dessert or something. It was, but
they didn't show it.
They didn't show
but
it.
the aftermath is still incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible. Yeah.
And to see Jeff sit down next to her, and hold her hand,
start making out with her hand. It's too late, bro.
Like, dude, she is done, man.
Oh.
Her fucking shit's been cooked, bro. Yeah, I wish they would have shown it like at maybe the end of the Prowler or something like that, where his head gets blown off. That would have been really nice. But I mean, just the thought of that, having 6 blasts to her face. She's kind of a slut, getting 6 shots to the face like that all at once.
All at once, yeah.
Jesus. Oh, what a skank. Fuck. But yeah. So then Jigsaw, in one last gasp, gives fucking Jeff this tape, and it says, your test isn't over. I know where your fucking daughter is." This movie kind of leaves it in a weird place where it's like this little, truly innocent, this young child is locked in a room someplace, and everybody is dead. It's like, what the fuck? There's no way Jeff's gonna find her, right? She's clearly somewhere else. Yeah. So that's kind of a downer.
That was a good shot, too, right? It was like a little, barely see her in like a room. There's like a hole in the door or something.
Yeah, it's like one of those keyhole shots.
Yeah.
Suffering. You haven't seen anything yet.
Alex, was this ending satisfying for you with Jeff living and just kind of screaming at the camera like fucking Halloween 3 or some shit?
Oh, dude, it was epic, dude. This whole movie just like fucking blew me away, dude. This is like, it's a 5 out of 5 for me.
What? Holy shit! Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, I was fucking knocked on my ass. I was like, holy shit! Like the way they tied things together, and it was so. Oh man, it's such a character piece. I just loved it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, character piece. You're exact. The way they focus on the characters really fucking makes this movie, and they focus on that and the traps. They know people want to see these fucking elaborate traps. We get it now. Okay, so they write them good. You know, they make them really perfect this time. And between those two elements, it makes this movie fucking outstanding. I can't give it a 5, but I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. This movie is probably the best in the series. I don't know. We'll see as we go along.
Oh, is it? Wow, yeah.
It's definitely the best so far, in my opinion.
Right.
It's incredible. It's fucking amazing. And you know, I am a huge fan of 1, and I gave 1 5 stars. And 1 is... It's a 5-star movie, but I got to tell you, this movie here is also a 5-star movie, and it's for different reasons. It is incredible. And now that we're doing this and we've picked them apart and you know, had in-depth discussions about it, it's hard to say because you usually don't see that. I don't know if I could say I've said it before, but this is definitely better than the original. And that's saying
wow. Yeah. I'm surprised to hear you say that, Dave.
Yeah, it is. You know, I kind of had them neck and neck for years, and it just seemed appropriate to say that, you know, 1 was the best because they both impressed me so much. It just seemed easier to say, oh, the fucking first Saw is the best. You know, it's incredible. And then 3, I'm like, well, I knew it was amazing, and I loved it just as much. But now that I really, you know, looked at them in depth, it is a better movie, and it's a 5-star movie, and fucking incredible. Nice. The last 10 minutes, wow. Just the way they sum everything up, it's so intense. Amazing. See, here's what it is. None of them have an incredible, in my opinion, Saw 1 had the incredible reveal at the end, but it was just 1. But this one had like 3 amazing twists at the end. I don't know if all 3 of them are as good as the original, but all 3 of them combined make the same impact or greater. You know, it's like fucking Superman against General Zod and fucking, you know, the 3 against 1.
Dude, for a horror movie, let's put this in perspective, man.
Wow.
Look at these movies that people worship, and I'm not going to name any of them because I'm not going to alienate people, but come on, you can't even compare. Like, this is masterful. This is if all horror movies were like this level of writing and shooting. And like even not everybody was an amazing actor in this, but enough people, and just like whatever. This is like fucking top of the food chain shit. Like this is real shit. I'm actually considering this might be one of my favorite franchises if it keeps up.
Oh boy! Oh shit!
Nice.
We shall see.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know
cool.
It's not gonna.
Well, okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, but we're all. I think what we're all saying is that we agree that Part 3s are the best sequel. Let's name them off: Nightmare 3, Saw 3, Friday the 13th 3D. I mean, they're all winners.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, just compare Saw 3 to Friday the 13th Part 3. I mean, come on. If anyone on the planet would ever say Friday 3 is better for any reason besides nostalgia, you're fucking... I'm not even going to get into it, but...
I agree, and I'm a fan of 3, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
both of them.
But you know the quality on any level does not even compare to this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't get the same rush, though. When I watch Friday the 13th Part 3, it still takes me to a place that a movie like this, which is, I'm not knocking it, I fucking love it, it still doesn't take me to that same place. Half of it's probably nostalgia. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's... Yeah, I guess that's just what it is. It does take me to that place, and I just have a certain feel when I watch those movies. It's when, you know, well, this is an excellent movie, so I can't, you know.
To me, as of right now, this is the high that the rest of the series is trying to get back to, trying to chase this dragon right here.
True.
I mean, yeah. 1 laid the groundwork, and 2, you know, definitely floundered. But this one, they got everything right, in my opinion. And and whether or not they you know, they get it right again, I guess we'll find out. You know, if this fucking this asshole gets us out of here, who knows?
You know, I think the comparison to, you know, you said you don't know if Part 1 is better than this or whatever. I think the easy comparison would be Part 1 of Saw and 3 of Saw is the same as Friday 13th Part 2 and 4. You know, they're both top notch for different reasons, but they're both top notch. Like it doesn't matter why 2 or 4 might be better. They're, you know, or what you like more about it. They're both great, and the same as this. Part 1 and 3 are just great, and it doesn't really matter which one ekes a 0.5 out of the other one, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3, from where I sit. There's those being standouts. But you don't think so?
Dude, part
You
1
like
was
1 and
horrible.
3? Don't you like 1 and 3, Alex?
Oh,
Don't you
part
think
1 was the worst.
you're a part 2 guy, too. I forget that.
Yeah, part 1 is like a horrible acting, terrible sets, cheap-looking shit.
Yeah,
They're
but
just
the idea
terrible.
of it. The fucking...
Oh, the idea is phenomenal.
Character...
That's how I think about Saw 1, kind of. It's like, the idea is fucking great, but it's like, the sets, a lot of the acting is, you know, and shit like that. So that's weird.
Yeah, and that guy who's in Princess Bride,
Carrie Elways.
Yeah, the reason that he's not in any of these other movies is because he got caught up in this whole like legal dispute with the Saw people because he wasn't getting paid something, this or the other thing, and he has a whole like grudge against these guys. Now I don't know if he comes back in the future, but if he doesn't, which I don't think he does, because I don't even think they show clips of him or anything, or maybe they do.
No, they don't. Yeah, they only show like they reference him, but they never. Right. They can't even show a clip of his face. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah, it's because he doesn't like these people at all because of whatever dispute. He wasn't getting paid or something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I never knew that. Wow, no shit.
Yeah, that's why.
It's unfortunate because I mean his character escapes. They clearly could have played on that. At least gave him a ending like Detective Matthews. Or
I was
going to
say, right? Yeah, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, real quick, I know we want to wrap it up, but we didn't talk about when Amanda got her head bashed against the wall 40 times. Like,
oh yeah,
right, and doesn't even show a speck of it.
Dude, she is fine. She just gets up and does whatever she like. What the fuck? Like, what kind of girl that's 5'2", 106 pounds could get her head bashed into a wall 7 times and whatever the fuck else he does to her, and she's just like, la-di-da, okay, I'm up now, you're done hitting me, okay. And it's like, what the like, my girlfriend would be out cold if I hit her 2 or 3 times.
She's a fucking a crazy bitch on angel dust, man.
Yeah, she's on pills or something. Yeah.
She's fucking doped up. Yeah, right. That's it. That's
There's
angel dust. They're coming at her. She could take the beatings or bath salts or something, you know.
When she walks away from that hallway and leaves him there, Matthews is screaming, "You're no Jigsaw! You're no Jigsaw!" And she stops for a minute. And that to me was like a Back to the Future 2 moment where Biff Tannen's like, "What's the matter, McFly? Chicken?" You know, I'm like, that's her Marty McFly moment right there.
Right? Yep. Don't fucking compare me to Jigsaw. But how about this?
No Jigsaw.
Amanda, I'm glad you brought that up, because what about how we find out that Amanda goes back and kills Adam by suffocating him? What did you guys make of that scene? And she's crying while she's doing it.
I thought it was a mercy kill.
Okay, so do I. Yeah.
But it also plays into this thing that Jigsaw was just going to leave him there to die himself. Right. And whereas she went in there and murdered him. You know what I mean? He's like, I hate murdering, you know? So I was just doing air quotes with my hands.
Hey, what do you think about when Amanda goes back to 1955 with a sports almanac? And she returns to the same 2015.
Jigsaw, there's not enough road to get us up to 88. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
What is this? Insidious 2? Holy fuck. That's the next movie. Saw 4.
We're going to get into it. Oh, man. But let's give out some awards for this movie. Banana Split, best kill. Mine, I had to really think about this because there's a lot of good kills. But I ultimately go with the judge getting shotgunned in the face, because I thought that was the cleanest front to back kill where you saw the gore and the reaction and everything. What about you guys?
Whew. Go ahead, Alex. I got to think. I'm pondering.
Yeah, right? There was a lot of kills.
I thought about it for a while, yeah.
I didn't think about it this time.
Yeah.
I was so caught up in everything else.
In my mind, I was like, ooh, it's got to be Lynn with the shotgun necklace.
I was thinking that.
But they don't show it.
They don't show it.
Yeah, so I was like, well, you can't really count that now. So I
guess Jonathan Orr probably, right?
Jonathan Gore with the rack. Yeah.
I guess that's it, because we even see Jonathan's head twist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
great.
pretty fucked up. Yeah.
It's
So
great.
fucked up.
Well,
That has to be it, I guess.
yep. There you go.
Mine was a tie between that and the judge. So,
Yeah, I
What
was
about the
thinking
lady
about
being
them all.
frozen?
That was
eh,
good, but-
yeah.
Her nipples got hard, right?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
and
did
the
like the
bush was
beef
shot.
shot that Dave didn't see.
Right, yeah. But there were a lot of good scenes, and I was thinking about what's her name, even though they just showed the aftermath. And I was thinking about the rack and the other one. But at the end of it all, fucking, I gotta give it gore for ore. You know?
Yeah,
I'll give it
Gore,
4
man.
for gore. You know.
All right, and we have Jonathan Orr on the line. Jonathan, you just won the banana splits. Jonathan, oh fuck!
Holy fuck! Is he there with you, Alex? Holy shit!
Oh
He's still in the fucking. They brought him in.
Oh, he's gonna love this show, man. He's gonna be like,
wow.
"Damn, what the fuck?"
Oh shit!
Fucking gore. Son of a bitch.
All right, how about banana you'd like to peel? The hottest chick. For me, this was a tough one too.
Yes, very tough.
But I'm probably going to go against your grains again. I'm going to say Amanda because I think this is the best she's looked in any film, really, but especially this one. And the fact that she's, I don't know, she's crazy. Something about crazy chicks turns me on, you know? And yeah, she's hot. I mean, Lynn is definitely hot too, but yeah, I guess it's just her characterization in this one. Which one do you guys think?
Wow. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I had the exact same sentiment. And Carrie is my girl as far as looks. I talked about her too much when we did Saw
Okay,
2.
Dylan.
I'm into her. Yeah, that's why. She always plays fucking dirty girls. Every fucking thing she does, she plays a dirty girl, and she
Yeah,
looks
but she's
good.
not a dirty girl in this.
Oh, sure she is. You know why
How?
she's...
Because she took a bath?
No. dirty. No, she's a dirty birdie because see, in part 2, she was fucking Matthews while he was married, and that's the reason that their first marriage broke up. Remember, she said, "He goes, you already lost your son once because you were sleeping with me." Remember?
Really?
Yeah, she had an affair
Did
with
we
Matthews.
talk about that? Because I didn't catch that at all.
No, I should have brought it up because I did talk about her. Yeah, she always plays a dirty girl. So,
shit.
So, but I'm not going to do that. She is, to me, the one I'm most attracted to, just, you know, or have been for a while. But I also love Amanda in this movie because of the way she acts and because she definitely looks the best she's probably ever looked in any movie she's done. You know, she's cute, but in this movie, she's fucking, you know, and she's built nice too. Tight body, small. She's fucking good to go. But I dig crazy chicks too, man. If I'm in that position, if I could hook up with one girl in that room on that day, it's fucking her.
Crazy in the head, crazy in the bed.
Word. So yeah, I went with Amanda too. Believe it or not.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we get to have like 2 bananas in the split? 'Cause I want to get a threesome going, man, with these 2 chicks. Like, dude, I would let them do brain surgery on me if I could. I'd be like, what the? Okay, it's fine. It depends on how we're finishing this off. But no, I would actually rather get brain from Lynn. But
She likes
No, I
shots
don't
to the face, apparently.
yeah, hey, listen, I heard that.
Yep. 6 fucking banana blasts.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
I'm real shallow with chicks in ways, but so it would be Lynn, but I was really digging Amanda too, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know why.
I thought I was going to be the only one.
Right. So did I.
And when you guys talked about her in the first Saw show, you said something to the effect like, I definitely don't want to appeal her, especially what you find out in future movies. And I'm sitting here watching this. It's the third one. I'm like, is this what they're referring to? Like, what don't they like about this? I'm not getting what they're saying here.
No, not like when this was filmed, but whenever, like, you see her now, she doesn't look nearly as good now.
Oh, that's what you meant.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, and like she does creepy stuff in these movies, and it turns you off even in any way, you know?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'll take, if I can't get a threesome going, I'll take Amanda.
Oh man. Yeah, get a banana split with those two would be pretty good.
You know, and plus, a girl with a 6-inch nose can't suck a 3-inch dick, so I have to take Amanda.
Jesus. What was your guys' favorite trap in this thing? With me, I got to go with the rack. It was fucking insane.
Yep, it's got to.
I mean, there's no question. The pig trap was fucking disgusting.
They're great, aren't they? Oh,
but as far as just fucking somebody up, the rack. I don't think anything's going to compete with that.
No,
yeah. It's great. It was good to see pigs too, though. It's always good to, like I said, I've said it before. There's more pigs in horror movies than you know. They're fucking everywhere.
Well, and also, I was listening to a bit of the commentary before we pushed record, and I think it was either Bousman or Winnell was talking about, if you look in the background, there's pigs everywhere. Like, seriously, there's a pig doll at one point. There's a pig drawing in Lynn's locker and shit like that.
What? I saw a drawing from her daughter. I didn't realize it was a pig.
It was a pig, yeah.
I know. What? There was also a pink
Winnie.
toy. There was a pink pig, too. It was, remember he had to burn his kid's toy in that one test to get the key for the judge?
I was going to say, I bet there was a pig toy there, too.
There sure was. As a matter of fact, that was the same toy, unless he had two pigs. But remember in the beginning when he's chastising his daughter for taking a toy out of the dead child's room? I think that may have been a pig, too. Might have even been the same one, but yeah, they're pig crazy. You know, this is off topic, but did you guys ever see the Saw 8 fucking thing in Insidious, in the original, on the chalkboard?
What?
Yes, there's a picture of fucking Billy. You know how the one guy's a teacher? You know, the lead guy in Insidious?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, when he's sitting at his desk, you can see on the chalkboard behind him, there's a picture of, like, Billy, you know, the puppet, just his head and the spirals on his cheeks and that, and an 8 right above it.
Huh, no shit.
Yeah, and of course...
What's the 8 mean?
Saw 8, because that's the next one would be.
Are they making an 8?
Well, there was rumors of it, but I mean, the funny thing is that Wan did 1, and then James Wan also did Insidious, of course. So, like, he was putting it in there as a, you know, a nod or something, or a prediction, or, you know.
Oh, no, he's got his hands full with trying to figure out what he's going to do with Paul Walker's character in fucking Fast and Furious.
What do you mean, what is he going to do?
He's going to send
him to the fucking, he's going to send him to the further and fucking bring him back.
That would be so awesome if he brought the further into Fast and Furious.
Yeah. What's her name's going to come back and she's going to be talking in some chick's voice. It's going to be a young girl talking like Lin Shaye again.
Oh my god!
Going to do it all.
That was so funny when you guys said, "Can you believe the guy who filmed that fucking flimsy car chase in Saw 1 is in charge of the biggest car franchise in history?"
Jason Lloyd's like, "That's not that bad of a car chase, you know." It didn't bother me. I'm like, "You are fucking high off your ass. That was ridiculous."
Oh god!
Totally happy days. It was
like the turning the wheel left and the street is straight behind them.
Yeah. Moving their hands all wildly herky-jerky. The car's going straight. Oh, fuck. Well, shit. I mean, I guess that pretty much wraps up Saw 3. Man, I've had a fucking blast talking about this film, and I hope it continues. Well, actually, I don't. I want this to be done. Can we get the fuck out of here? Please let this be good enough so the asshole, the son of a bitch prick that put us down here, lets us go. Because that guy can go fuck his mother in the ear hole. I don't care. He's a fucking prick.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Oh, man. But I guess thanks, Alex, for somehow sliding by and getting a a strange message that clearly wasn't from us and coming by and talking about this.
Yeah, thanks guys for inviting me into this shitty, dank, dark bathroom. You know, it's not as nice as a laser lounge, but you know, hey, we'll always remember this. And it was a great time. And you know, I just want to just a little side note. It's just my style to question things. I hope nobody thinks I was ripping this or bashing it. It's just fun talk to me to just ponder like funny stuff. So if my rating is a shocker, it shouldn't be if you heard me before. But I just question things. I think it's some stuff's funny, and Dave answered a lot of it, and it's really I think it was really interesting. So thank you guys. It was a great time.
And thank you. And next time, if we get the fuck out, next time it'll be in the Leisure Lounge because we will have you again.
Thank you. Sounds good.
A fact. You know that shit.
If we get out.
If we get out.
Hello, Alex.
Well, guys, I guess that's my cue. I'd stick around, but I don't have anything to do. I just want to get out of here. I'm a little hungry.
A little hungry? We're a lot fucking hungry. Get us out of here.
Best of luck with Banana Gun Show, guys.
Alex, get us the
Come
fuck
on.
out of here. What
Fucking
are you
A,
doing?
please. We're dying
God.
over here.
Hey, asshole.
Alex.
Jesus Christ.
Help us. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Fucking laser rivet, it's out of control.
Banana Blast.